So, when I first came to the offices here, I had no idea what I was getting myself into because I'd heard so many positives and so many negatives about the position, but I didn't really want to make any of my own assumptions until I knew more about it. But then once I started, I was pretty successful within my first 3 days, and I kind of realized how serious of an opportunity this could have been, and this is. And I basically just wanted to see what I was capable of, So by the end of my fast start, I was really close, to hitting the 10K. And, I was so motivated to just keep going and just keep going to see what I could accomplish. And I guess that's what really, made me go so big for my fast start. So I had about 10 appointments in my first 3 days in my first weekend. Most of them were close friends and family, and that really helped me get the ball rolling because, I had a lot of fun in the beginning in the sense that, I was meeting people I was really close with, so I got to, talk with them, and I was comfortable, which really sort of boosted my confidence for the rest of the fast start. And I guess the most fun thing about showing my friends and family Cutco was just being able to see people that I don't get to see very often, as well as providing a warm and enjoyable experiences to set me up with a better attitude, better mentality for the last 7 days of my fast start. So, a lot of my friends were just getting back from, university during my fast start, like right when I started. So I had to sacrifice a lot of them, like they were just driving in, just flying in. I kind of had to sacrifice, I couldn't see them or I couldn't get together with all of them in the evenings. So I could really just push on grinding and focusing on my fast start. And I had to also, I am not a morning person at all. So I had to sacrifice a lot of, late morning wake ups and, going out golfing with my friends in the middle of the day, but it was 100% worth it now that I look back on it. My family owns Cutco, so I was familiar with it, but it's a great product. So when you compare it to knives that non-Cutco owners have, like it's not even a competition really. Like they're just so awesome that they can't compare. But it was still difficult at times because people wouldn't necessarily want to replace the knives that were working. With that being said, customers who did already own Cutco, most of the time they wouldn't even need convincing. Like if they already owned Cutco, I'd call them and I'd say, hey, can I schedule an appointment? And before I even ask them to place an order, they'd ask me to place an order for them, So people who own Cutco definitely, like, they're super easy sells. I could definitely say I grew as a person and as a worker because of the sacrifices I made in my fast start. I also honed my communication skills, and I overall just became a more confident person, because walking into someone's house and giving them my presentation, at first I was a little bit hesitant, but, then I went in and I was like, oh, I'm comfortable, I'm confident. And it really changed a lot because confidence is truly paramount because it affects not only how you give the demonstration, but it affects how the customer will feel towards the product and the presentation. So I just feel like I'm much better at talking with people and I'm just much more confident in myself.